Hey yo everybody, XCI here for a blind let's play of Dragon Age Origins. Here we have the troop, we have Leliana over here, we have Zevran over here. These two I've already talked to. I still want to talk to the last three in this in the campsite and try to catch up on some of the plots that are going around. Oh, one thing I did not do, Zevran, was try to push this assassin piece here.
I certainly could, but I won't.
I won't. Okay.
I swore to the crows that the things they taught me were to remain a secret.
Just give it
and
a
while,
shot.
Yes, they are already
Not
angry
that I
at
need
me.
it yet,
I'd
but
rather not push things, you see.
I think I already got him to say this, didn't I? You don't think this is important? And what if I ordered you to do it? I would not do that. Very well, I'll respect your word.
If you are truly insistent, well, let me think
I
about
already
it.
answered this, though.
The crows are already angry at me, yes? Who knows?
Oh, I see. Oh, he approved. What did he approve? He approved. Skill acquired. What was this? What is this? What is this? Inspired minor dexterity. Inspired by your leadership, this party member has gained a minor bonus to dexterity. What the hell? Wait a minute. How does this work? Plus 20. Approval plus 26. So what is it? After 25, you get bonuses? Really? Well, I was gonna ask him to teach me.
What do you need?
I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna check every character now. I don't know if because I lost a bunch with Alistair when he got bitchy at me. I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
Let's try Alistair's plots. Here we go. So I haven't talked to him in a while. So what can a Templar do exactly? Do I have Templar yet? I'm just going to start with this.
Fight.
Let's see what happens.
The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end,
This is the thing I'm
we
against.
train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
So couldn't others learn these talents? So Templars use magic themselves. Have you hunted many mages? Ooh, I would be curious to get down to the nitty gritty on this topic here. Seems like the Templars could run the Chantry. This is the piece Sandra would be curious about.
No, I never actually became a full Templar.
Alright.
Duncan recruited me before I took my vows. I was only present during one harrowing.
Okay.
The ritual that they test the mages with. It's not unlike our joining, really. And just as deadly.
What's the point?
The girl they tested, she had a demon put inside her to see if she could resist. And she couldn't. We had to end it quickly. I have to say I didn't have much interest in becoming a Templar after that.
So the Templars get sent in to the mages ceremony for the harrowing, which is them taking demons from the Fade to see if they... Like, that's how mages see if they control magic. I forget how that works, but if it doesn't work, Templars go... They just kill them? They neutralize them? So couldn't others learn these talents? So Templars use magic themselves. Seems like the Templars could run the Chantry. So they use magic themselves?
You could call it that, sure. The Chantry doesn't look on it the same way, however, since really our talents
Go
only work
on.
on mages.
Oh.
Against a regular person, I'm just a guy in a metal suit.
Yeah, okay. Seems like the Templars could run the Chantlers, so couldn't others learn these talents?
Perhaps,
Sure. Let's
but
try
there
to push
usually
on
isn't
this.
much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents,
There it is.
which means we become...
This was in some of the
addicted.
codexes.
And since the
addiction.
Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves,
I did not know the
well,
dwarves were
I'm
attached
sure
to
you
this.
can put two and two together.
So the Chantry controls the lyrium. Lyrium's going to the Templars. They control the Templars because they make them addicts. Well, how do the dwarves part? Okay, I don't know. Well, I'm sure. So you were addicted to this lyrium? That's horrible. I can't believe they would do that. Sounds like an excellent method of control. That's horrible. I can't believe they do that. That is kind of horrible. Xander, I don't know if Xander would have the context of this, though. I mean, yeah, it's a form of slavery as far as Xander's concerned. Yeah, you know what?
Well, they do it, and they feel
justified.
You don't need Lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templar's talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
Oh, thank God. I thought he got angry there. So interesting. Delirium might not actually be necessary.
What do you need?
To be a Templar. They're just using it as an excuse to control them. I'm hating the Chantry more and more. But isn't Liliana associated to the Chantry? This is going to bring up some problems later on. There's a lot of like mishmashing of like, you know, what people are connected to and whatever, and I'm going to have to disappoint someone at some point. I don't think I can preserve all these relationships. Can you teach others to be a Templar? I thought that's how I started all of that conversation. Should I do it again? Yeah.
I suppose I could. But I really would rather not.
Okay then.
When the Grand Cleric let Duncan recruit me, she made me swear never to reveal Templar secrets outside of the Chantry. I'd rather not go back on my word.
Okay, well, I can respect that. Very well, I'll respect your word. You don't like this... you don't think this is important? How does that work? This is the second time I saw an option where what if I ordered you to Zevran? Like, can you just force these characters to teach you? I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that from an RP standpoint. I don't really care about the class. Well, no, I don't care about this one. Not for Xander. And what if I ordered you to do it? Oh, no, yeah, so I thought that was the equivalent of that. But no, Zevran got that option as well as that one. No, I'm just going to... I respect.
Ask me later, perhaps. Maybe I'll change my mind.
I'm not going to force anybody to do nothing.
This is not something small you're asking, after all.
I think that was already there. I need that to go away because it confuses me. I don't know if I'm... Oh, I wanted to check. So is where's Alistair at in his rating? Ooh, Zevran's like the highest so far. Ooh, 7. I lost like 20, I think, at one point. Shit, he's low right now. Alright, so let's keep going with Alistair.
What do you need?
Your reputation to go up. I'd like to ask you something. Let's go with... tell me... What? Tell me about the Grey Wardens. Wait. So how did you become a Grey Warden? Why did you keep your birthright a secret? Ooh, I'm curious about that one. I'm gonna slowly work my way into possibly creating another rift between us. I'm sure it won't, but tell me about the Grey Wardens.
Such as they are.
What? Where are the nearest Grey Wardens from here? Is there a headquarters somewhere? So what happens now that there's just 2 of us? Will we need to start rebuilding the order? What would happen if we just left? I have no more questions. Those last 2 are not an option. Let's start with the top. Yeah, I would like to know if there's any other Grey Wardens nearby so we can recruit them.
That's a good question. There's plenty in Orlais, but who knows where they might be found. And the nearest Orlesian city is weeks away. If we go north and cross the sea, there's bound to be some in the Free Marches. Again, however, I just don't know where. I don't know anything about Grey Wardens in other lands.
And I don't know if this game's scope goes that far. So is there a headquarters somewhere?
Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it.
Okay.
Loghain will have control over that and be watching it, no doubt.
Okay.
Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderfels, 1,000 miles from here. But I've no idea how to even contact them. So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no.
So compound.
There's nowhere for us to go.
So we gotta take it back from Teyrn Loghain? So what happens now that there's just 2 of us?
I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no contact from Duncan or someone.
So there are more.
They'll send someone eventually.
Just not on this province.
Though who knows what Loghain's people in Denerim will tell them. Maybe they won't send anyone. We could try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the Blight.
Right.
So that means whatever happens, it's up to us.
So under these circumstances, we're the only two left to deal with the blight problem. Okay, so... Well, we need to start rebuilding the Order. I guess the Order already exists. It's just... it's like fragmented, right?
I mean, eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right? But I don't know how to do the joining, or what's involved. I know it involves lyrium and some other magic, and that it's really difficult to prepare, but that's it. Unless we can find out more about the joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be 2 of us for now. Until more come from elsewhere.
I see. I had never considered that. You can't just... Because I was like, when do I make Sten a Grey Warden, right? Well, I don't. Unless... I never considered that. We don't... Duncan was the guy who knew the ritual for the joining, so... Is that suggesting that we can find out in this game? Until more come from elsewhere. What would happen if we just left? Now, I don't want to say that. So I've...
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need?
Yeah, let me keep asking you stuff. I'd like to ask you
Ask
something.
away.
What? I thought I just asked that. So how did you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did.
A little more
drink
personal.
Some blood, you choke on it, and pass out.
Don't be a joking bitch.
You haven't forgotten already, have you?
Oh, fuck. I will cut you. I mean, before that. Haha, very funny. Maybe I'll try to soften the blow here. I'll maybe get, from an RP standpoint, maybe I'll try to get buddy-buddy with him again. If you don't want to answer, just say, no, don't be an idiot. Haha, very funny.
I do my best. What can I say? Let's see.
Okay.
I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
Yes, I got it. You don't seem like the religious sort. Nah, he does sort of seem like, doesn't he? He's had some back and forth with Morrigan. That sounds like he's taking more of a religious stance. Not as much as Liliana, though. So you mentioned before. What skills might those be? So you mentioned... well, but then he does... I don't know. I don't know why that would be a line. Like, it's making me second guess what I've experienced so far. Like, I feel like... But he just finished saying he didn't finish becoming a Templar. Oh, and when I first met him, he was like making jokes about the Chantry. Yeah, I'm gonna say this. Like, he was almost disrespecting them to a certain degree. Or was that a mage? Oh god, I forget. I think it was a mage. I don't remember. It was a mage. It was a mage. So you mentioned before. I'm just gonna go so you mentioned before.
It's really for the best.
Safe
I'm not
control.
exactly the Chantry type, if you haven't noticed. I don't think I would have made a very good Templar. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did.
Forced?
I thought she was going to have us both arrested.
Forced.
I was lucky.
You think Duncan took pity on you? I wouldn't want to say that. I don't know why that might be true, though. You think this is better than being a Templar? You think this is better than being a Templar? What, being a Grey Warden is better than being a Templar? I would say yes. Templars sound like people I'm not gonna make friends with. Why did the Grand Cleric want to keep you? Yeah, I'm gonna go with
I
that.
wondered that myself.
That sounds weird.
It's not as if she valued me highly. I think she just didn't want to give anything to the Grey
Did she
Wardens.
know
is
he
all.
was
The Chantry didn't lose
heir
much.
to the throne?
And I think I can do more fighting the Blight anyhow, rather than sitting in a temple somewhere. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
Oh, damn. I shouldn't have brought him up. I'm sorry. Don't start crying again, please. He was a good man. That's the Xander answer. He was a good man.
A good man who didn't deserve his fate.
No, he did not.
That much, I'm sure.
But he did die.
Come on, let's
awesomely.
go. I think I'm done talking.
He climbed a goddamn ogre. Fucked it up. It was awesome. I'm gonna...
What do you need?
Hit up Alistair again for some more questions.
Ask away.
That was a long time ago, man. I think this is episode 50, people. It's crazy. 50! God, I remember when I started this, I didn't even know how to friggin'... I didn't have a comfortable way to record episodes yet. I was still learning how to do all of this, so... Anyways, thanks for Being along for the ride, folks. Can you teach others to be a Templar? Tell me about the Grey Wardens. Why did you keep your birthright a secret? Now I'm going to get personal.
You never asked?
Don't be a jackass. That's a cheap answer. Do you want to make me more angry? See, I wish I knew when, like, I wish they put a little note, like sarcasm, like you're trying to joke by saying what you say, you know? Don't answer then. That's just being... No. That's a cheap answer. You never... It is a cheap answer. Do you want to make me angry? I want to say this as a joke, like as a sarcastic joke. Like, you know, like this, like I do this in real life, right? Like when I never keep things going for too long, because when people jab me, I sort of jab back with like I jokingly provoke so that it just diffuses the tension, you know. And I feel like that part of me is in Xander to a certain degree. You never asked. Do you want to make me more angry? I'm not angry anymore, though. No, I'm just gonna say it as a joke.
No, calm down. I'm not trying to make you more upset. I
mean, I was angry when he bitched at me, you know?
The thing is,
That's
I'm used to not telling anyone who didn't already know. It was always a secret. Even Duncan was the only Grey Warden who knew.
And
then after the battle, when I should have told you, I don't know, it seemed like it was too late by then. How do you just tell someone that?
It's come up, Alistair. You've been avoiding it. How about, by the way, I'm the heir to the throne? Maybe I didn't mean that as a sarcastic line. Maybe Xander just wants to set him straight again, or get us back to being cool with each other, you know? I guess I can understand that. How do you just tell someone that? No, he wouldn't understand that. That's kind of important. Yeah, by the way, I'm the heir to the throne.
Yes, well, I suppose part of me kind of liked you not knowing.
It's kind of important. Why? What happens when people find out? You enjoyed not telling me? You don't think it was dangerous not to? I don't know if it was dangerous. Like, who else knew? I don't know if it was dangerous, but it could put us in a compromising scenario without us knowing. So we couldn't defend ourselves from those surprises, you know. So what happens when people find out? Yeah.
They treat me differently. I become the bastard prince to them instead of just Alistair. I know that must sound stupid to you, but I hate that it shaped my entire life. I never wanted it, and I certainly don't want to be king. The very idea of it terrifies me.
Yeah, that's where it gets a little bit like there's some politics here that Xander wouldn't care too much about the fact that, yeah, but it's part of, like, he wouldn't have any of that notion, right? Like that the humans might have, but he'd be more like, well, no, if he doesn't want to do it, then don't do it, you know? But it's not how it works in that kind of lifestyle. You probably don't have a choice in the matter. Yeah, it's like that. It's that sort of thing. It's party, yeah. It doesn't sound stupid at all. That's how Xander feels. Don't want to be king, why not? No, I wouldn't push him for that. And then that sounds incredibly whiny. No, so it doesn't sound stupid at all, is what Xander would say. He wouldn't have the human context of this one. Yeah,
for all the good it does me, my blood seems certain to haunt me no matter what I do. I guess I should be thankful that Arl Eamon is far more likely to inherit the throne. If he's alright. Oh, I hope he's alright. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. It was a dumb thing to do.
Oh, see, Alistair? Apology accepted. Yes, it was. Incredibly dumb. Don't worry about it, Alistair. No harm done. This seems like I'm entitled to an apology. Xander's not looking for an apology. He just wants people to be straight about things so that you can function as a unit. So this is the one he would say. No harm done. Let's just put it behind us.
I guess it's kind of a relief that you know now. Let's go.
Pretend I didn't sacrifice a mother to exorcise a boy from a demon. I think I'm done with Alistair for now. I might try the Templar again, but no, this guy's scaring the shit out of me, man. I mean, more than Morgan. Morgan, I feel like I've got a vibe with Morgan I feel good about. Alright, Sten.
Yes.
Let's do this. Here we go. I have to get in a state of mind, man. I have to understand who I'm talking to with this guy. I feel like he's got a unique thing to his character that I need him to respect me, and I'm afraid of how I'm going to go about doing that. So I have a question. I wanted to discuss something you mentioned. I think you should leave. No. And let's go. No. So I have a question. Someone said in the comments that these open different, like this one opens up things that you overhear when you have them on your team or something. But I always hit a dead end with this.
Speak then.
Yeah, that's enough for now. And oh, what about? Huh? What was that about the children? What about the children? He did say something in Danarim when I was running by the marketplace, and even in editing, I was like, I don't know what he's saying, and I don't know why he's saying it. I feel like I'm missing some context here, but I'm guessing that was that line. It's tied to the children. Did he see children? What did he say? He said that. Oh man, I forget now. It was a week ago when I edited that damn thing. So I'm just gonna push this.
What were they doing?
I'll
Did
figure
not
it out
look
as
like
I
it
go.
served any purpose.
What were they doing? It did not look like it served any purpose. What were they doing? Oh, they were playing. Okay, I got context now. So there were children playing in the marketplace, and then that's not a real question, is it? What were they doing? Don't tell me the Qunari children are always serious. So I'm learning a little bit about the Qunari in this one, and this is scaring me because I don't know. I don't want to offend him, you know? I feel like I never know when he's like cool with things or when he's offended. I gotta make a call. How am I gonna play this? I'm just gonna... Matter of fact, Xander, they were playing.
That word means nothing to me.
Oh boy. Okay. What do Qunari children do if they don't play? I'm not gonna call out his entire race for not playing if he's confused about it. So I'm not gonna do that. Xander would know better to do that. You were a child once. You must remember it. Playing, I guess? Qunari must lead very dull lives. That seems rude. Oh shit. Both of these feel like I'm questioning his race's, like his culture, you know? I don't want to offend him. I'm so worried right now. You were a child once. You must remember it. Okay, so I'm going to... Different frame of mind. I'm going to go into a frame of mind of... I have to understand... Like, it's almost like I have to translate what he's trying to say to me. In a way that respects that I want to learn about his culture. But not offend him. What do Qunari children do if they don't play? They're a legitimate question.
They study.
All right, one step at a time. They must play sometimes. I'm not going to push this one anymore. Okay, they study. That's the cultural piece. What do they study? That's all they do? Again, this one seems like a child. Like I'm saying that must be bored. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm being rude about it. I'm going to go straight forward. What do they study?
They learn their place in the world.
That's very weird. What do you mean their place in the world? Qunari parents really treat their children this way? I'm not going to say that. See, I'm afraid that's going to offend him. That explains a lot about you, Sten. I don't want to be rude about it either. This is the only option I could choose. What do you mean their play? I'm just going to question his culture again because I'm curious. I'm curious about cultures and lore.
What do your priests teach
and
the
heritage.
Emekari, if not how to be adults?
That's how I'm going to look at this. Because Xander's whole point is to preserve heritage. This is any Xander I play, no matter the game, right? No matter the world. Multiverse Xander. So I need to approach this as if I have to respect another race's heritage, which is the Xander thing to do. Okay. What did he just say? What do your priests teach the Emekari? Is that the children? Yes, if not, how to be adults. What do the priests teach? That's not what priests do. See, again, if I say it like this, I feel like I'm telling him that his priest shouldn't be teaching the Emikari, the children. From my point of view, parents teach children to be adults, not priests. Oh, frig, they both sound negative. Please don't hate me, Sten. Respect me. That's not what priests do. Shh. That sounds so general. Like general. That's a general statement. Parents teach children to be adults, not priests. If not how to be adults. What do your priests teach the Emikari if not how to be adults? Oh, he's asking me what do your priests, and I'm going to teach him about my culture and say, parents teach children to be adults, not priests.
Parents? Are you speaking nonsense on purpose? If you insist on speaking, use real words.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't win with this guy. What do Qunari... Okay, hold on, let's take a step back. What do Qunari call people with children? That's a good line. I like that. Because like you're pulling on what... You're learning about each other, you know? You must know what parents are. I'm not... That's questioning his intelligence. See, I'm over logicking this thing. Very funny, Stan. I don't think he's trying to be funny. I'm only left with this option. What do Qunari call people with children?
Tamasrans. But
Good.
the
So now we have
Emikari are not
Emikari.
theirs.
We have
They belong to the
Tamasrans.
Qunari, not the priesthood.
So the children are not the parents. They're owned by the people. They're owned by the Qunari. They belong to the people. So they're kind of like a hive. Like, not a hive, what do they call it? Like, it's like group. It's like prairie dogs. Prairie dogs in Africa. Part of the colony or whatever. Not colony. What do they call it? What are the prairie dog groups called? Anyways. Not the priesthood. So they belong to the people, not the priesthood. So, only your priests have children. Oh, interesting. Is that what he's saying? Is that what he's saying? Parents don't own children. They're the ones who birthed them. So they're raised by priests, but they belong to everyone. Oh, okay, I'm going to translate what he just said up there. They belong to the people. They belong to everyone. They are raised by the priesthood. The children are not of the parents for raising. I'm going to translate what he's saying to me, and 3 is
Yes.
the option.
Can we move on?
You're angry. Why are you angry? I had another question.
Very well.
No, he's angry. Why is he angry at me? Oh my god, now I'm going to question his culture. Yeah, I am. Yeah.
It obviously didn't work for you.
Oh, man. What's that supposed to mean? Cute. I'm serious. God damn it, Sten. What's that supposed to mean? No. I'm serious?
As am I. You are a Grey Warden, yet you know little of your own order. You do not know yourself or what you are for. It was cruel of your people to leave you this way. The Tamasrans see that all Qunari know themselves.
Becoming a Grey Warden was a recent development. Why would my people decide who I am? I do know who and what I am. Becoming a Grey Warden was a recent development. So that goes against its own people's belief of... I'm worried again. I should have backed out. Why would my people decide who I am? But hold on, the people don't decide in Qunari lore. It's the priesthood that teach them their place. I do know who and what I am. Yeah, but I'm gonna take... Xander would take ownership over this. Like, I don't know if I'd be playing around with this kind of crap anymore. Like, I do know who and what I am. I do know... Yeah.
Why do you hesitate? It is your task to fight
How did
the
he know I
Archdemon, isn't
hesitated?
it?
Oh shit, no, he's calling me out on my, main quest. Oh god. I'm not ready for this, Stan. We aren't finished with our preparations yet. I feel like this is like telling Stan that we're weak. That I'm weak. I don't want to do that. We have to deal with Loghain first. He's going to ask why, probably. Because I'm guessing he was sent here to fight the demon. Did something happen? And so he failed in his quest? Fuck. What's your rush? Because I think from previous conversations, I think his place is to maybe be a warrior, and so he was sent here to kill a demon, so that's his place. That's how he understands things. Maybe? I don't know. It is my task, but I'm not ready yet. It is my task. Why do you hesitate? It is your task to fight the archdemon, isn't it? It is my task, but I'm not ready yet. See, that feels weak too. We have to deal with Loghain first. Yeah.
And somehow this will bring us closer to the archdemon? Interesting strategy.
I'm crossing my fingers. I don't know where this guy's going to take this, but I need to turn this conversation around where it is about taking this guy out, but there's a sequence to things, you know? There's a strategy to things. What do you want to do? Charge straight at the archdemon? He's going to say yes. I don't even want to click that. Trust me. Why should he trust me, though? See, I don't have his trust yet. I feel like I should have come at this later. I'm going to waste this whole episode figuring out Stan. Well, whatever I do, and it's being recorded. I'm not even going to cut this episode because I'm not doing it again. I'm just going to accept whatever I choose because I'm going to feel it's right. Okay, well, whatever I do, you have to follow me. But does he? Does he have to follow me? I don't think he does. Well, whatever I do, you have to follow me. What do you want to do? Charge straight at the demon? This is deflecting it back to him, though, and has nothing to do with me. I'm asking him for an opinion on what he would do. He's going to tell me yes. Can I tell him that'd be stupid? Because there's no strategy in that? I'm asking him to trust me before I've gained his trust. And somehow this will bring us closer to the archdemon. Interesting strategy. Yeah. Yeah. It's a strategy. Maybe I should say trust me. You know what? I'm going to say trust me because I'm confident enough about my decision as a leader. Just trust me.
For now. I weary of this. Can we move on?
See? Angry voice. I don't like your angry voice. I had another question.
Very well.
No, okay, that's enough for now.
I suggest we move on.
Let's move on. Okay, oh god. No. Yeah, let's go.
As you wish.
Oh, Jesus. Plus 11! Plus 11. Plus 11. How did I get plus 11? Like he was angry at me all the time. He was angry at me all the time. I don't know which one of my answers got that plus 11 at all. I'm 30 minutes in or so. I'm going to go to Morgan. I'm going to save. Should I save? What if something breaks? I'm going to save. I'm going to save because I'm afraid like something might happen to the game. I've had this game crash on me once and I had to redo things. I'm not doing it. Don't know what I did to get plus 11. Wait, where's he at right now? Stan, how we doing? How we doing, buddy? Why is he still so angry at me? He's at plus 19. Oh, he's still neutral. Oh, I see. Hold on. It says neutral. I see. Then it goes to approved. Ooh, Morgan's approved already. Alistair's getting up there. Well, no, he's somehow... That last fight... Holy smokes. Wow, Liliana and I are tight. Alright. Here we go.
Yes.
Let's Morgan it up. Where's this going to go? Okay, I'd like to ask you something. So, life in the wilds must have been very lonely. I'd like to discuss something personal. I'd like to ask you something. Sure.
If you must.
Have I done the shape changer thing yet? No, I did, but then she said, no, come back to me. Should I try to get through some more conversation? I'm going to try this now.
I cannot teach you, no. But any other mages that cared to learn, yes, I could do that. Send whoever you wish my way, and I shall teach them what I can in the camp. Provided they possess the will to even
Here we go. Yes. One more. Bam. Sweet. All right, let's do this again. Come on, Morgan.
Yes?
Let's get personal here. Share a little bit more about your past. I'd like to ask you something.
If you
must. Can you teach... I already did that. Is Flemeth really what she seems to be?
Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
I don't know, but my dog seems to be confused outside that door. No, I'm going to finish this episode. Okay, what does she seem to be? I don't know. An old woman? That sounds like a Xander, matter of fact. Powerful Maleficar. Feeling a little bit like that. That's standard. A nutty old bat. You know what? Yeah, she did seem like kind of crazy. I'm going to go with nutty old bat.
Sometimes I do wonder the very same thing. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother.
I've heard of it.
To frighten them into obedience.
I don't believe it, but I've heard of it. I don't even know... what? I didn't even know there was such a thing. Incorrect. I've heard a little of it. That is correct. I'm more interested in the truth. Even more correct. Spare me the bedtime stories. I'm more interested in the truth.
I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
Let's do this. Let's learn some more about Flemeth, because I feel like that's gonna come at us later in the game. I feel it, because it's still in the map. Like, I can still go there. You know, it just hit me now. Like, why haven't I tried to go back? Why haven't I gone back to see if there's something opens up? Anyways, that sounds interesting. If you decide, yes, that sounds interesting. All right, but make it quick. And the point would be, no thanks. Yes, lore. Xander wants to learn
As
more.
the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful.
This is in the Codex.
A fair lass in a land of barbarian men.
Yep.
The desire of any who saw her.
Yep. Just how long ago is this? I believe according to the Codex, a couple 100 years, right? A couple ages? Yes, I've heard this part. Oh, can I just skip this part? Should I just... Not true then? Yes, I've heard this part. Should I just let her tell the story? Yeah, I'm going to egg her on. So just how long ago is this?
Many centuries before this land was even named Ferelden. Right? The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the Bard and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conobar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conobar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord Conobar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed.
So that's like the opposite of what's in the Codex. Like, oh, I want to go back to the Codex and see who wrote that entry of the Codex. That's interesting, because now you're hearing it from her point of view, and like, which one's the truth, right? Like, history's always, the truth is always, who is it? The one who wins the war, and the winners of war are the ones who tell history. I don't remember how that line goes, but I think you guys know what I'm saying, right? The ones who write history are doesn't matter. I'm gonna mangle that. So I don't know who's telling the truth. He sold his wife to another man. That would leave me feeling strange. Yeah, Flemeth must have been angry. Probably also true. Seems like a fair deal. What? Wealth and power in exchange for a wife. Yeah, but it's someone else's wife. Xander wouldn't be for that. You know, it's weird because I feel like from Morrigan's point of view, because she's all about like learning how to survive and learning how to, like, I don't think she knows love, and I think that's what intrigues Xander about her. Like, right from bringing her onto the team, like, at the start. I don't feel like she knows how to be close to people. And that intrigues Xander quite a bit. Because he wants to help her grow as a person, I guess. Like, just, like, I don't know, come out of that. And I feel like she would see this as a fair deal. Because she doesn't know that there's that connection, that bond that's getting broken. I'm going to go with the Xander feeling. Like, he feels like there's something sacred that you shouldn't be, like, exchanging wealth and power.
The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. It was Flemeth who suggested the arrangement.
Oh, shit.
All would have been well had Lord Conobar kept his end of the bargain.
It was her idea.
But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
That's completely different than the Codex. She spoke to spirits or demons. The Codex speaks with a pact with a demon, doesn't it? I don't remember. I don't think it was spirits. I think it was a demon. But wasn't she now married to a wealthier man? Xander wouldn't see it that way. She would have been betrayed. Especially if she made the deal. She told Osen to make the deal. Maybe she wanted him to get the money, and then Flemeth would leave Conobar anyways, or something like that. But then they'd have money, you know? Fuck, what if both stories are true? Like a version of both stories are true? Because now that made sense in my head. Maybe there's like a mashing of these as truth. Okay, so she truly loved Osen then? Xander would be curious if there actually was a connection there, but at the same time, I heard there was a demon involved here, not a spirit. What's the real difference again? Spirits in the Fade versus demons in the Fade? I think they're separate, right? They're different things, right? I don't know. But did she really love Osen though? Because she made the deal. She's the one who came up with this deal to be another man's wife, so that a poor dude could be rich and powerful. She couldn't have loved him. But that's how the story started. I'm so confused. I don't know what Xander would say. I don't know if he'd be curious about, like, tell me what I'm dealing with. Like, I think your mother, like, she saved us out of that tower. I don't know how she did that. And really, it's just Xander likes to know who he's dealing with, and he doesn't feel like he knows who he's dealing with here. He's starting to know who he's dealing with here, but not here. She spoke with spirits or demons?
Spirits first, and 'twas they who slew Conobar. Flemeth did not turn to the demon until much later. Lord Conobar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid.
Right.
There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
Was this in the early Elven camp? Like, this name came up? Also, where I was, like, reacting there is, like, we just read that codex where oh man, I forget the tale, but it was the one where the guy slays, that's it, it's like the Good Samaritan tale. So the guy walks on the street, and then the old man needs food or something. The guy gives him food, and the old man gives him an axe. And then that guy sleeps in the branches of a tree. The tree cries out, "Help, help, help." Then he cuts down the tree because he learns that there's a spirit or something trapped in the tree. But he strikes down the tree bleeds, and then a demon appears. And I'm wondering if that's the demon that... I wonder if this whole thing is intertwined. Oh man, that would be crazy if that pans out. Okay, so what am I doing? What did we just do? So Hero Cormac. So he defeated Flemeth, presumably with an army. All lies. What's a lie? Of course, Flemeth would say that was a lie. Okay, which she never invaded, or he never defeated her. Oh, I like that line. Even my people have heard of Cormac. Okay, maybe that wasn't the... No, there was like some. I thought there was like. It was like the barbarian or something about barbarians or something like that. I don't remember. That was a long time ago too. So which? She never invaded or he never defeated her?
The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
Elven story with the Chastened. I thought it had to do with the Chastened. That eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began. Do you believe her version? How is it that Flemeth has survived for so long? The legend tells of Flemeth having many daughters. Aren't abominations usually insane horrors? An interesting story, thank you. That all sounds like hogwash. Do you believe her version?
I do not believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has coloured her memories. But on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all.
Oh, she does believe her, though. How is it that Flemeth has survived for so long?
The demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps, some would say. I know not. I only know my mother is clever, and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal. She bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough to find her.
That seems important. The legend tells of Flemeth having many daughters.
You ask if I have sisters. I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds, after all, not just the one. And these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed. So, should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too.
Why would she refuse to speak of them? Aren't abominations usually insane horrors? I don't know where I'd get the context for that. I'm going to go with this one so far. Why would she refuse to speak?
The Chastened tell of a falling out between Flemeth and her daughters. They say that one day she hunted them all through the wilds and ate their hearts. It may be true. I have never seen another witch or heard of one. Perhaps one day Flemeth will eat my heart as well.
Okay, aren't abominations usually insane horrors? Sure, I'll ask that
How
anyways.
often is this usually? Always? If not always, then when is it not true? There are more things in this world and the next than you or I could ever hope to understand.
Okay.
What Flemeth became is a mystery. I suspect
so she is
even
something?
to her.
Oh. Might this be actually real? Like she's actually like raised into some sort of godhood-y kind of thing? Like she's like some sort of higher spirit or some crap? An interesting story. Thank you.
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
Oh my god, my allergies are going nuts right now. This is it for tonight after this. Yeah, my mother's dead, right? My mother died a long time ago because there's that scene in the Elven Starting Zone where you talk to an older elf. And I thought it was going to be a mother or something, and then she's just the person who raised me, but not my mother. So I don't know what happened to my mother. My mother died a long time ago. There's nothing really to say about her. I don't resent it. I love her. What else do you want to know? I don't know if Xander would say this, although that's a sappy line to say. Xander isn't that kind of character. Keep your curiosity to yourself. No, so my mother, matter of fact, she died a long time ago. Xander's moved on.
Ah, then you have my sympathies for
I don't have any
what
context
it is
for
worth.
caring.
Which is very little, I am certain. It matters not. Let us move on.
What is this? And again, skill acquired. Oh, +6. Codex up to... Oh, skill acquired. Again, what? What? Minor magic. Minor magic plot passive. Inspired by your leadership, this party member has gained a minor bonus to magic. That is awesome. That is awesome. So where did hers trigger? She was at what, 20 maybe? What was she at? So when... Yeah, so it's at 25 or 26. Interested? The hell does that mean? Interesting. Wait a minute, I just read. High approval provides combat bonuses and possible romance options, while low approval may lead to a party member to desert you. I see. I see. I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna leave it here. I think she probably has.
Yes.
Let me just quick, because I feel like I'm going way over and I can't cut around this. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna start the next episode with Morgan again. For now, don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire, folks. I'll catch you around next time. Episode 50. Bam. Done. Finito. Another 50. Another 100. Another 150. Probably another 150. Let's be honest. Let me show you guys something. I discovered it right before. Sorry, before wrapping up. How did I do this again? Heroic accomplishments. You see this right here? World Explorer, 23%. About a quarter way through the world, and then where's the one that talks about the completion of the game? Look at that. Amount of Dragon Age Origins complete. 15%. I'll see you around in episode 300. How's that? Peace, everybody.
We speak of my homeland, and for all its wine and its dark-haired beauties and the lilo flutes of the minstrels, I miss the leather the most.
What?